Hey there, welcome to Get That Treasure, and I'm Joe, and today we're going to be seeing if AI can make us better detectors. Now see, I doubt it, but I've had AI, ChatGPT specifically, analyze soil conditions and the manual for the Minelab Manticore. Will it make a difference? I don't know. We're going to find out. I don't, you know what's weird? Well, to start off with, it has me focusing on low conductors. Now look, I'm all about gold. But I find that to be interesting because I specifically told ChatGPT that I'm going to be at a park that is littered with pull tabs, which is in the low to medium range of tone. So I don't know, we'll see. I got my program loaded up. We're going to hit it. Usually I detect with headphones on, but today I'm going to leave the headphones off so you can hear the tones, you can hear what I'm working with. So let's get out there, see if we can find something. I'm going to go to the most pull tab infested part of the park, which is near this backstop right over here. So let's see if we can find something. Let's see if ChatGPT is a better detectorist than I am. I really doubt it, but who knows? All right, we're gonna fire this bad boy up. I've got it set. Everything says we're right now running in all-terrain, low conductors. Sensitivity 21, all the other settings have been taken care of. So far sounds pretty good. I mean, that's pull tab right there, but it's weird not having headphones on. Well, we gotta dig that. I just gotta see what it is. So we'll dig it live, and then I'll probably dig some targets off camera. I'm gonna spend 1 hour here. Now this video won't be 1 hour because that would suck to watch 1 hour of experimental digging. And don't worry, I'll fix the holes and make them look okay. Sometimes the soil is very sticky. All right, let's see where our target went. That's a deep target. What do we got? Okay, whatever it is in this claw. Oh, look at there, we got a coin. So the first target was a pretty deep memorial. Alright, well, I'm going to move over to the incredibly pull tab infested area and let's see what we can turn up. Alright, we got a solid 15. Now if this were like an Equinox 800 that had the 0 to 40 scale, I would be like, this is some gold. Let's see, it's probably 4. But let's just take a look. Don't want to go past it. Alright, let's see here. I guarantee you, I'm not going to do mostly live digs, but there will be a few. Alright. This is a very old place. See, you sort of never know what will come out of here. A buddy of mine just pulled a seeded out of here last week. I think it was last week. Where's it at? Is it? don't know what that is. Oh well, on to the next one. Alright, so that wasn't the target. But now, listen to this broken sound. Now, if you look at the 2D screen, it looks solid. But the sound doesn't sound good. To be quite honest, I don't know that I would set up a park program that was based on low conductors. What is that? That's a big old pull tab is what that is. Alright, this is where we're going to start. So this is where I want to be at. I'm right by this backstop. You can hear there's a ton of targets here. I'm going to start the clock. We're going to give it an hour from now. And then I'm going to go through and we're going to see what we find. I want you to take a look at this. Everything around here is full tab range. Now, it said I could notch out some stuff for pull tab. I'm not going to do that though. We'll listen to it. We'll listen to it because I've dug enough gold rings to know that they could be gold rings. But anyway, carrying on. Now, I just dug a pull tab right here. And when I went back over the hole, getting a high tone. Now, I will say there was no high tone there before. So the pull tab that was there was straight blocking it. I don't think that has anything to do with the program. That's just the nature of metal detectors, but I am interested to see what we got. It's anything good, and it's not anything good, but we're on it. And by it, I mean junk and trash. Schlitz. Well, you know, it's probably got some age to it because that's not a twist off. Yeah, or no, it's not. I'm not a big beer drinker, but are people walking around drinking Schlitz these days? I don't know. All right, so we got a really low conductor. 5.7. You know, I'm still on a quest to pay for the Manticore. Normally, I've had it long enough now that I would have thought I would have found something kind of valuable. And don't get me wrong, I've found some good stuff with it. You know, I found 2 silver $half with it. But when we're talking about a $1,200 detector, this is kind of a drop in the bucket. Okay, so we got it out. It's hitting a solid 7 now, so let's see what it is. Probably, if I had to guess, a bolt. But we're about to find out. Hope you're not upset by me. Probably inadvertently killing that worm. If so, sorry. And look at there. An old rusty bottle cap. So this tells me a couple things though. One, the people who have been detecting this park, they just haven't been digging the stuff they should. Okay? There's too many pull tabs here, man. There's got to be a gold ring. Now, whether I find it within this hour-long period, I don't know, but we're going to try. Let's go back over the hole there. Well, there's a solid 2021 right there, which was not showing up when the 7 was showing up. So let's see what it is live. Well, sort of live. Oh. So if you've never dug in Dallas, the black soil here, which is clay, there's a big band that runs right up to the middle of the United States, all the way to Chicago. When it gets wet, it's terrible. When it's dry, it's also terrible. I guess what I'm trying to say is, it's usually terrible. And today, no exception. Solid 20. Solid 20. What do we got? If you've never watched my content before, go ahead and subscribe before you realize that it's not worth watching. It would help me out a lot. And we got the tail of a beaver. Oh, I should have known, but you know what? I always get my hopes up. Oh well. Can't be defeated yet. We're early in this, so back to it. Got a solid 26 here. So let's see what it is. Maybe it might be a nickel, which would be better than what I've been doing, which is just an incredible amount of pull tabs. Drop down 25 on the 2D screen. It is a perfect circle. Which doesn't mean anything. It is a perfect pull tab. Now I will say the pull tabs that I'm pulling out of here, they are for real pull tabs. Which I'll show you guys everything that I pull out of here. Got an interesting tone here. Here. So it's registering like a mid-tone, but there's a over here. It's gonna take some investigation. Let's go in and see. This will probably end up being my most boring video, but that's okay. They can't all be bangers. You know what I mean? Even the best got some B-sides. But maybe we'll be able to learn something from this video. One thing I think I need to clarify with AI is that I'm trying to find treasure and not pull tabs, and so far like I've dug I don't know what the technical term is, but I think buttload is a good way to put it. Oh, we got a coin. What do we got? It's a memorial. That's a deep memorial. But we know that there was a low tone in there. Now look at how deep that is. I don't know if you can see. Pretty deep though. There's something in there. Because I can hear it and feel it. Let's see what it is. What is that? Oh, we got a nail too. I'll be doggone, that's an old nail right there. Look at that, gang. That's no modern nail. Now, I know this place is old because I've found a lot of good stuff here. This is one part of the park that I don't hunt a lot. Well, that's a four-sided nail right there. Wait, 1, 2, 3, 4, yeah. That's old. Interesting. Well, let's go back in the hole. See what else is in there, if anything. Huh. Alright, we're gonna close this up. But that was interesting. Not what I'm looking for, but also a little surprising. So now, among all these pull tabs and this trash, look at this tiny little joker here. Pulled out a little tiny little gear, which I'm assuming, you know, was in a watch or something. So that's I mean, it's still trash, but it's interesting trash. So, and it was ringing up like a solid 18. So, now I'm not certain, but I think a miracle might have occurred here. Because I don't see anyone crawling away from here. And there's just a wheelchair out here. So, anyway, if you or someone you love is missing and were previously in a wheelchair, maybe it's this one, I don't know. But anyway, back to the nightmarish AI midtone hunt. If I've said it once, I've said it 750 million times. GoPro batteries suck. So look, I'm about 30 minutes into this. I'm pulling my hair out digging pull tabs. And look, there's nothing wrong with digging pull tabs, but I don't need an AI program to dig pull tabs, right? So I'm gonna walk into a part of this field where I've pulled some older stuff. Not that I don't think that it isn't here, it's just, it's a nightmare scenario. So we're gonna go over here, I'm gonna hunt this for a little bit. Got another 30 minutes that I'm gonna commit to this particular program. And let's see if we can find something. I'm starting to have my doubts. Now I will say this is a little bit of a surprise. Where'd it go? So the Manticore's saying 90, 88, 90, 92. Normally I would say like, you know, clad quarter. It sounds broken, so it's probably a piece of old iron. It's iffy at best, but we're gonna dig it because I got a bag full of pull tabs. All right. Now this part of the struggle, there's nothing AI can do about it. Okay. Humanity is taking over because at the end of the day, this is a hobby. It needs to be fun. Okay, well, I'm not hearing anything, but that doesn't mean nothing. It means nada. See what I mean? What do we got? Sometimes you'll find that a good compressed soil. Oh, there's something. What is that? What do we got? It's kind of heavy. We got a thing, guys. I don't know what kind of thing. It is kind of heavy though. So, well, we're building a mystery, but it's not a pull tab. And it's heavy. So we'll have to find out. Clearly it's like brass or copper or something, but interesting. Let's go ahead and see the pinpointer down in there. Anything else? Always double check your hole, you know? Just double check your hole. All holes, double check them. All right, moving on. Now look here, I've been digging some pull tabs, but this is unreal. What is this thing? The big what? The big mouth. Okay. All right then. Now this has got to be a nickel. I haven't dug, well, I think I've dug what, 2 memorial cents and and Trish trash. So I need something. I need something. Cause you know, I don't guess I need anything. That's just not how that works. But I want something. Now I'm starting to wonder if this is even worth flipping out. Where's it at? I know it's in this clump somewhere. Come on now. Well, definitely not a nickel. What is that? Oh, it's trash, but I know what kind of trash this is. This is part of a kid's room. And I know that because I found tons of them. But the target sure did sound bigger than that. I wonder if I cut it? Maybe not. Oh, On to the next one. Well, I ended up with a surface quarter, so that's kind of cool. Thought I'd show you guys that because like this is the best thing I've found so far. And time's running out. Time is running out. Oh my God, we finally got something that's not a pull tab. And it's just a Jefferson nickel. But you know what? Some days, just be happy to find something. And this is one of them days. 1964, so it's not a young one. But still. This is not a pull tab. Good God. So I gotta be getting out of here. Well, my hour's up. But I gotta walk back to the car. I haven't, well, so far it does not feel worth it. I'll tell you that. But the walk back to the car is always interesting because a lot of times that's when you find the coolest thing. Someone's murdering a child over there. I don't know what's going on. Anyway, they're not. Okay, just kids playing. Anyway, I'm gonna walk back to the car, and that's the longest walk. So who knows? Sometimes magic things turn up on the walk back. So we'll see. Let's hope. Well, I made it back to the car, and nothing special happened. I dug a couple more pull tabs. Trash. Now, the truth is that I don't think that this is a good test, to be quite honest, because always you just got to get your coil over something. Now, did it affect how the machine reads the soil profile? Maybe. There might be some truth to that. So this is going to be part one. I'm going to tweak this program with some prompts, and we'll come back next week for part two. We're going to add a little bit of what I know to what ChatGPT doesn't know, and we're going to see if that makes a little bit of a difference. I think it will. So hopefully I'll see you then. If not, Wednesday we'll be back with a favorite find. If you get out this week, I hope you get that treasure. As always, if you email me at igetthattreasure@gmail.com, I'll send you stickers or whatever swag I have at the time. I hope you guys have a good week. I am off to the Lone Star Treasure Hunters Christmas dinner. Basically a huge, massive potluck. Man, I sure hope people are cooking in clean kitchens. It don't matter, because I'm filthy. I'll eat hot dogs off a street vendor. So remember that. If you offer me food, I'll probably eat it. Anyway, thank you so much for watching.